Tom, today Frank has one about roofing.
Yeah, he had a cedar shake roof replaced with a composition one like everybody did about 15 years back. And Frank writes, we then had a radiant barrier spray painted inside of our attic. And when it comes time to replace our present composition roof, Frank has 3 questions. I'll run through them for you, and you can answer them in any order you want. Okay. Because you're the host, and you can do what you want.
That's how I remember them.
Okay.
That's how I answer them.
It's like the politicians. I'm going to answer the first part last, the middle part second, but the first part, okay. 1, am I correct in thinking the preferred way is to remove the existing composition roof instead of laying more on top of it? 2, should the plywood boards be replaced there as well? And 3, is there a composition roofing product that particularly protects against hail damage well?
Questions easily answered. I'm going to answer them backwards. The hail shingles?
It's your prerogative. You can go any order you want.
Oh, thank you. They make them, and they're expensive. And in some cases, in some parts of the state, you get a real good reduction on your homeowner's insurance policy. In Houston, you do not. For instance, in Dallas, you get a great reduction, which helps pay for the actual shingles. But they do make hail-resistant shingles that will outlast most hailstorms we're going to have here. Number 2, never replace the plywood unless it's rotted. That's a one-time deal. You go down once. If it stays dry, you don't let your roof leak and get all rotted.
I would think that especially since he's gone and put the radiant barrier on the inside. That'd be pricey.
You don't remove the plywood. That would be just astronomical, a terrible waste, to be honest with you. And thirdly, on the shingles, one over the other, the old rule was if the shingles weren't too thick, you can go 3 layers on top, but it's not a good idea because every layer you go, it looks lumpy, it looks ugly, and the shingles won't last as long. And in most cases, you won't get the warranties on them because that's not the proper application. And tearing off the old roof goes very quickly and is not that expensive to do. So it's best to tear it off, leave the plywood where it is, and if you want a hail-resistant shingle, you can get them. Just be prepared to pay the price.
Nobody wants a lumpy, ugly roof.
No. And if you have a hailstorm, maybe it's just easier to have your insurance company give you a new one than it is to pay a huge price that you probably will never see back.
Do you have a question? We'd be happy to help you out. Click right here on the Ask Tom tab, send it our way, and we'll answer it either here on the website or on Sunday morning on early edition starting at 8 o'clock. Of course, you can always get your questions answered with Tom every Saturday and Sunday on Sports Radio 610.